Hello, everybody, and welcome to the episode everyone has been waiting for. We have made it to the Premier League. We are kicking off the Premier League season against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. It's a rematch of last season's FA Cup game. This time, hopefully, we will get the win. It should be a fantastic game. I think we've made some really good additions to the team this year. And let's go ahead and take a look at those additions that we have made during the off season. So you can see here that we've had quite a few people join the team. Starting off with Enrique Marin. He is a 19-year-old center back. We got him from Gijón in Spain for $3 million. I think he's going to be a fantastic player. He already has some really good technical abilities. His physical and mentals are decent. He has a ton of potential. Well, I'm looking forward to see how he progresses. Next up is probably our marquee signing, our best player that has ever graced our great club of South Shields. This is Regan Chadwick, who we got on a free transfer after being let go from Everton. He is incredible. He will be taking over the deep-lying playmaker position. He has incredible technical, mental, and physical attributes. 23 years old, he was an under-21 international, valued at $20.5 million already. He has already had good experience. He started off at Leeds, then got bought by Everton, got loaned out a couple times, League 2, League 1, Championship, and last year he got loaned out to Leeds United in the Premier League. He's already made 214 league appearances at age 23, so I'm looking forward to what he can do for us this season. Then next up, we signed Mark Taylor on the free transfer. You already know all about him. He's spent the past 4 or 5 seasons with us, so not really a new signing, but it's finally official. Next up is James Farrell, who we got from Chelsea for $4 million. He will be our backup striker. He has really good physical and good mental attributes. His technicals maybe not the best for this level, but he was better than Niall Collier, and for $4 million we had to pull the trigger on him. Looking forward to seeing what he can do for us when he gets the game time. Then we have a loan signing from PSG. This is Alexander Gurbanov. He is going to be our box-to-box midfielder. He is a wonder kid, a Ukrainian wonder kid. He's already made 11 appearances for the national team. He's more of a defensive-minded midfielder, but he looks to be the real deal. Perhaps we could buy him after the end of the season, but we are looking forward to seeing what Alexander can do for us this year. Then we have a new left back. This is Lamar Townrow, which we got from Wolves. He has good physical and mental attributes, and he has good technicals in all the right places. We got him for $1.6 million from Wolves. They picked him up for $15.75 million just 3 years ago. So we look like we have a real good player on our hands here. He will be good going forward. Then next up, we have a new center back, Taylor Harwood Bellis, who we got from Watford for $1.4 million. He will be a starter for us. He looks to be solid, really good mental attributes, and he has some good experience along the way already. Looking forward to having Taylor anchor our back line. And then we have Gary Gordon, who we picked up on a free transfer. We Chelsea actually just let him go for free. They wanted him off their books. So Gary Gordon joins our team on the transfer deadline day. He will be our left side inside forward. He has really good attributes for that, and we look forward to having a quality inside forward on that left-hand side after Gasco was recalled by Arsenal this season. And then we have Alejo Espindola, our new right back. He is an Argentine right back that we picked up from Leicester for $7 million. He looks to be very good. Picking him up for $7 million is an absolute steal in my books. We needed a right back anyways, and he's an upgrade over Daley Campbell. So those are the players that have joined the club. Players that have left the club. We'll start off with the players that are loaned out this season. So Niall Collier gets loaned out to League One side Millwall. Adam Good gets loaned out to St. Johnstone in Scotland. Curtis McPartland and Kevin Sheridan get loaned out to our affiliated club Hereford. Ben Fox joins Carlisle, and Sam Pope joins Crewe. But players that were released after the end of last season, Miles Kinlock has been released by the club and joined Salford. Would you look at that? Funny to see that with how connected us and Salford were in this series. But Miles made 53 appearances and getting 1 goal for the club. Tim Odesina has been released by the club as well. He spent 5 seasons at Mariners Park, making 133 appearances and getting 5 goals. He joins Enugu Rangers in Nigeria. We wished him all the best of luck back in Nigeria. Just one thing to note, at the end of last season, he actually got called up by the Nigerian national team, but he did not make an appearance during that call-up. But that was really good to see. Tim was a really solid player for us. He served the club really well. Like I mentioned, good luck to Tim. All the best of luck. Joe Lennon was also released by the club. Spent a couple seasons here, making 67 appearances and getting 10 goals along the way. He joins Oldham, who are in League One. And we got a couple of academy players that have been released. Joe Baxter, we'll go over him, as he made 3 appearances for the club. Has not been picked up by a team. Anyone else been picked up yet? Tom Oliver has actually been picked up by Coventry. So good to see that one of our players got picked up. Anyone else? Yes, Leandro Oliveira has been picked up by Buxton, who are down in the National League North. But good luck to all the players that have left the club. Perhaps we will meet again at some stage. But we'll go over our pre-season fixtures. As you can see, we won every single one of them. We had a training camp in Portugal, so we have a lot of Portuguese clubs that we played at the beginning, so I will probably butcher all of their names. Starting off with a 5-0 victory over Louis-Litano. Goals for us came from Luca Connell, Reagan Chadwick, Kevin Sheridan, Tommy Doyle, and an own goal from Alex Goncalves. And then next up, we faced off against Luistiano, and it was a 7-0 victory for us. Cameron McGowan getting 2, Dean Hunt, Chadwick, Aknade, and Collier getting the other goals. And then it was a 4-0 victory against Carregado. Goals came from Carlo Poveda, Chadwick, Cano, and Enrique Marin. Then it was just a 1-0 victory, a bit of a let-off. We faced off against Aranise and Luca Cano getting the goal in that game. And then the pick of the preseason with a 4-2 victory over Scottish Giants Celtic. Cameron McGowan, Carlo Poveda, Gerbanov, and Dean Hunt getting the goals for us. Fantastic to see us getting a victory over a really big club like that. And then it was a 6-0 victory against Ashington. Harwood, Bellis, Taylor, Kano, Akanade, and Roach getting the goals for us. Roach getting 2 in that game. And then we faced off against our affiliate club, Hereford, and it was a 2-1 victory over them. We went down with a goal in the 64th minute, and then we answered with an own goal off of a deflection for them, and then Fletcher getting the game winner in the 74th minute. Definitely need to do better. We should have solidly beaten them, but we then took out our anger on Wickham, and it was a 10-0 victory over them. Luca Cano, Cameron McGowan, Carlo Poveda, Akanade, Farrell, Sheridan, and Fletcher getting on the score sheet for us. So absolutely demolished them in that game. Guessing they will not be accepting an invitation next year to play them in preseason. But taking a look now at the season preview, we are projected to finish bottom of the table and get relegated back down to the championship. Not surprised by that, as we have been projected to be relegated the past 3 seasons we are in the championship. And of course, that did not happen. What do I think we will do this season? I definitely think it will be a struggle, but I think that we had some really solid pickups in the offseason, and I think we will definitely be avoiding relegation this season. We've proved that we can face off against some of the big boys, and I think we will probably come in like the 13th to 17th kind of range. So hopefully we are able to do that, and maybe we'll surprise everybody and challenge for European place. You just never know. So taking a look at our starting 11, in goal we have Steve Lambert. Our back line consists of Townrow, Harwood, Bellis, Taylor, and Espindola. The midfield 3, Gerbanov, Chadwick, and Hunt. The 2 inside forwards are Gordon and Poveda, and leading the line is McGowan. On the bench for us today is Farrell, the backup striker, Luca Cano, Enrique Marin, Aknade, Ashley Charles, Tommy Doyle, and Daley Campbell. So without further ado, it is time to take on Crystal Palace. Let's see if we can get revenge on them after they knocked us out of the FA Cup last year in that 4-2 thriller where we came back from 2 goals down, but then they got 2 goals to knock us out. Don't really want to go over that pre-match interview, so we're underway here now. Come on, you Mariners. Yellow card for one of their midfield players. And we now have a throw-in deep in their own half, but we turn the ball over. Now Crystal Palace looking to counterattack us, and great tackle. And we win the ball back now, but we turn the ball back over to them. Bit sloppy from us, but we are back on the ball now with Poveda. looking to lead something. He got lucky there. Chadwick on the ball, plays it up to Garbanoff, who has a goal. Alexander Garbanoff with an assist from Reagan Chadwick. Those two will be absolutely key for us this season. Poveda was looking to play it inside, got lucky that the ball deflected right back to him. Chadwick then finds Garbanoff in a ton of space, and he curls it around the keeper with the goal in the 18th minute. Beautiful from us there. Clearly onside. Not getting overturned from VAR. But yeah, our midfield will definitely be what will determine the outcome of our season. I think those two midfielders can really surprise this league. When we win the ball back, Chadwick picks it up and he plays it up to McGowan. Gordon now has the ball. Can he cut inside? He does, and he gets the goal. What a ball that was by Harwood Bellis to find Gary Gordon. And he uses his pace to get around that defender. And he fires it past the goalkeeper on his weak left foot. Keeper beaten to the near post. And look at this. We are up by 2 goals in the 36th minute. You love to see it. And we've held Palace without a goal to start off the season. And it's halftime now. You could not have asked for a better first half to our opening Premier League campaign. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Sorry, guys. And we are back underway here at Selhurst Park. Bit of an odd substitution. They subbed off Iheanacho for a defensive midfielder. But we won't complain about that. Can we win the ball back and get a third goal here? Looks like we will not. We will actually concede a goal. Palace with a fantastic cross there. And Garcia blasted into the net. 2-1. Gotta say, should have been better marking there by Espindola. See if we can. Oh, not. Just misclicking everything now, but we have a throw in, and classic Mariners, we throw it to the wrong team. And now Palace are looking to counterattack us, but we do well there. Now it's our turn to look for some attacking play. Garbanoff with a long-range effort, and it has to force a save from the goalkeeper. Beautiful from him, and off the ensuing corner. Can we make anything of it? Ooh, that was a good shot by Harwood Bellis, who has looked impressive for us today. We are just going to make a substitution now. We're going to bring on... Ooh, who are we going to bring on? I was going to take off Townrow, who doesn't look fit for a full 90, but who will we bring on? We're going to bring on Daley Campbell then, and we're going to switch Espindola over to that left-hand side, and we'll make another substitution here in a couple more minutes. Alright, 70 minutes gone. Substitution, it's going to be Akanade on for Dean Hunt. And then final substitution will be Ashley Charles on for Garbanoff. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So our captain is on for Garbanoff, and we have a free kick. It's whipped in, and it's a goal. Get in there. And it's Reagan Chadwick with his goal on his debut. He has an assist and a goal. What a player. Akanade with a beautiful free kick in. It's headed back across goal by a defender. And Reagan Chadwick fires it in there. 3-1 advantage to the Mariners. 10 minutes left in the game, plus extra time. We have a throw-in now. Comes to nothing, though. Back on the ball. Akanade fires it in there, and it's just over. But the Mariners are looking for a fourth now. Another throw-in deep in their area. This one is a bit poor, but we get the ball back. Actually, Charles plays it over to Daly Campbell. Can you get your cross in, son? He does. Oh, that should have been better. McGowan just misses it, and Gordon probably should have picked it up. And, are you serious? Palace goes down on the other end and gets a goal. Completely lack of concentration by the Mariners there. But we now have a throw-in deep in their area again, and surely this will be the last highlight of the game. The ref has to blow for full time. Well, we might get a fourth here. We don't look particularly desperate for one. We're just playing it around. And there is the full-time whistle. It ends up being a 3-2 victory for the Mariners. Look at the stats. They are heavily in our favor. Palace only had 5 shots, 2 on target. We had 30, 9 on target, 67% of the possession. You love to see it. Was definitely a Jekyll and Hyde first half and second half. But luckily, we have enough to see out the game. And we open up the season with 3 points once again. We are fantastic in opening games of the season. I think we've probably won like the last 4 at least. In what we're going to actually do after this game, I'm really interested to see how we've done in all our opening season games in this series. See if we've won every single one of them. Schedule. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've won every single game. We've won every single opening game. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely consistent play from the Mariners there. That is where this first episode will be coming to an end. What the plans are for this season is definitely a lot of games off camera because, as I mentioned in the last episode, with Football Manager 20 coming out, we need to wrap up this series so that we have an ending. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. And as always, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you are new around here. Until next time, it's been your Boyd147.